Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to play Standard on Magic Online featuring another PTLorwyn deck, which is Dimir Control. This deck, it was played by Reduke and Gabriel Nassif, and the Pro Tour, and they both did really well with it in the constructed portion, of course. And I feel like this deck, it's like an underdog currently in the format. It feels very well positioned and I'm looking forward to exploring it more. So let's play League, let's see how it goes. Essentially, as you can see, this is just a classic version of a control deck. A bunch of counter spells, bunch of removal. We have Meringue and Washington as our win cons. And of course, we will explore the sideboard options and all that while playing. Another sort of disclaimer is that I haven't played the deck at all, so this is going to be my very first time playing the deck in the league. Let's go. Let's see how it goes. I'm very curious about it. All right, let's play first. I think so. I mean, it's a little bit awkward, but I guess sure. We don't have an early removal, but at the same time we don't have spell snares. So again, just depending on what we're playing against. Start with spell snare, then with demolition field we're going to find another. Oh, it's Kona. Huh, dang it. Well, demolition field is actually very good here, so let's just pass. Nothing we can do here, unfortunately. Do they play 2 drops? Let's find out. Apparently. Alright, this is spell snare. Clearly. Alright. I think we're good. Just pass the turn. We're going to destroy window. Another blue mana. Yes, please. Island. Bam, bam. So for now, we're safe. Okay, just passing. I think it's also spell snare for us. This just allows their combo to resolve, obviously, because tapped creatures, they have hexproof, sort of protection. Alright, another demolition, which is great. Okay, we're just passing now. This is your classic draw and loss situation. Okay. So now I'm not gonna crack the demolition field. I think I need to target only this planet lands. What can I do though is to just jam one sheet on. Okay, another land. So this Kona deck, it is a combo deck in a control shell. Pretty much same deal as this Dimir Demon deck. I mean, of course, it has a completely different vibe, but the concept is pretty much the same. It's a combo deck in a control shell. So maybe they have, yeah, they do counter spell. So do not have a lot of experience playing against this deck, but I know how it works. It was a little bit unfortunate, but okay, we're just passing. We can either counter Kona. We can do both, actually. Okay, stuck up. It's okay. No response. If nothing happens, I'm going to crack Demolition Field and just cast Console the Star Chart. End of turn. Roiling Dragonstar. I think we have to snare it. Let's just we won't be able to. Then let's just consult the star charts, honestly. Negate and maybe sewers. All right. We're like pretty safe here. Okay, into graveyard. Let's just pass the turn again. I think I jammed Vanshitan too soon. Probably with this deck you need more patience. Hmm. Should we negate it? Mm-hmm. Okay. Another demolition field, so it's going to be very hard for them to execute their combo, and now we need something. Just draw. Probably just deadly cover up, honestly, right? I wonder how many lands do they have? Like, not basic lands. Still found it. Okay. Kind of irrelevant. Can probably start attacking with Restless Reef. Because all of the lands they enter, even though they enter tap, we're not out of the woods yet, right? But I think we can. They do play Cairn of Souls, right? Alright, you know what? Don't waste your demolition field on just Jewel Land. There are a lot of good targets. Not only the planet lands, but also, of course, Cairn of Souls. That was my mistake. Inaccuracy. Now I feel like we're pretty safe with both Essence Scatter and Spell Pierce. For example, if they cast Kona with Essence Scatter, they have Spell Snare. We can protect with Spell Pierce. Something like that. Alright. Let's do same thing. Wonder, do they have like any sort of flash creatures? Let's mill them. Yeah. Draw 3, then discard a card. Sure, we cannot counter that. So 2 Omniscience in the graveyard. Kona. Let's just Essence Scatter Kona. Lamb. Ooh, 2 meringues and another Kona. I just wonder, do they have another basic land? Well, we're going to do this anyways. Okay, basic lands ended. Alright, now we know that they have 4 basic islands. Yep. And the basic land count is very important when you're playing Demolition Field. That's why I said that it was like an inaccuracy from my part to just crack Demolition Field into their dual land. Ah. Dang it. Mm-hmm. Ah, they have it all. Listen. How many meringues do they play? 4? Makes sense to play 4. Yeah, now that Demolition Field is gonna cost me a game. Well, you play and you learn, right? But let's see. So 1, 2 Rolling Dragon Storms in the graveyard. I feel like I want to have some sort of reference now. So Simic Kona. What are the? Alright. Target player mills 2 cards. Alright. What do we mill? So, Simic Kona. Kona Omniscience, right. Right, at least the deck that I just opened from the end of January. They play 4 meringues and 3 Dispel and Exhale, so not all 4 of those, right? Right. Oh, now they're just going to mill me, aren't they? Mm-hmm. So now they're going to balance this and this. Okay. Do they have this as a... What's it called? Watcher of the Wayside. So this is their win con. Some play Terror the Pigs. So Deadly Cover Up, we can just safely cut. The thing is that we don't need Hex either. Let's say Disdainful Stroke, maybe spell Pierce. Something that we can win faster with, maybe. Let's try this. kind of mad at myself for that demolition field. Anyway. Demolition field, I think we're more or less good. We have undercity sewers to start with. Tidebinder. Let's have her. Not that we need it like right now in particular, but it's a body that does something eventually. All right. Could probably drop a tap land here. Like, our life total does not really matter in this game, but still. Oh, they have it all. Right. Sewers or demolition field now? Might be demolition field. And ooh, this is actually important. They don't have basic forests. Well, I mean, yeah, with Verge. What? I clicked on too fast. Have spells there. Honestly, sometimes I just like one moment when I just think of something else, you lost your focus. GG. All right, so the thing is that we can still we can still counter Kona's ability. So 3 steps ahead. Yeah, I mean it's a spell or draw a card on or whatever. Definitely should have countered that. Ugh. Inaccuracy number 2. To be fair, we can just counter Kona, you know? Right? Nothing's happening. We also chill. Formidable Speaker. I just counter and draw. Counter, draw, right? God. Mm-hmm. Another incorrect play. Should I just counter it? I want Kona. Like me trying to be greedy, but honestly, I have to be strategic here. Right. How much mana do I have? Yeah, 6 mana is enough. Let's just drop brief, attack. Have double Tidebinder. Have 3 steps ahead. Honestly, just have to be yeah, real careful. Spell snare that. Because we can. Mm-hmm. Sure. They're looking for Cavern, but honestly, I'm just gonna counter the ability. It's like our only hope. Well, not the only hope, of course, but I feel like they're looking for the Cavern of Souls. Before jamming Kona. Luckily, Banshee Tongue resolves, so we can put pressure. Alright. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna just cycle 3 steps ahead here. Alright. What does it do? So, Roileen. Yeah. Not gonna counter that. That's for sure. So they either look for Cavern of Souls or a counter spell to protect their combo. I think we have enough mana to like have answers for it all. So let's see. Brain pool. Also, I'm recording this video and it's so quiet and so unusual to film it, to record it without music on the background, because when I stream there is always this music, but I thought that, you know what, I'll try a little bit different approach and let's just do it without music. Let's see the difference if I can be more focused this way. All right, listen, this is good. Vashita is crazy good in this shell. Like, honestly, it belongs to some sort of control deck for sure. Right. Let me just quickly check that reference that I have. Simic combo. What do they have in this sideboard? Well, they Here, for example, they have negate that they can board in against. Control spell pierce. Vanshiton. Probably they did not board it in. I don't know. I have 6 cards in hand. Looking, digging. Alright, that was game. Oh man, need to play cleaner. Need to be more focused, honestly. I feel like it was alright in the end, but yeah. I think this is correct. Like, really nothing that we need more. Just Demolition Field is MVP in this matchup for sure. They still managed to steal the game though, game 1, but that was on me because I, again, wasted my Demolition Field. Now this is a mole. Like, it's not going anywhere. Oh my god, this is rough. Let's keep it. Let's probably, send back Nagi. Because we need lands. I don't know if I want to cycle consult the starters, but we need some answers for sure. Alright, this is good, but now like it's getting a little bit uncomfortable because we do not have answers to their combo effectively. So we may expect Kona next turn, and I think, I don't know, do we need to though? I think we do. Let's cycle it. Alright. So, Essence Scatter. All hope. They like set up for their combo. They're gonna cast now. Formidable Speaker. Maybe just Banshee Tongue in response. I don't want to counter this. That's good. Look, this was a good call, so we're gonna draw some more and put a counter on Banshee Tongue. We found Kona. All right. Well then, let's just attack. Banshee Tongue is amazing. Wow. All right, so we drew the answers that we need. We have Negate for the counter spell. We have Essence Scatter. For Kona, we have Tidebinder if they draw Cavern and drop it. No. Then let's just... Let's consult. I think we need... Should the Sheriff actually? Probably not. Let's just land and... What? Land and another consult the star charts maybe? That will be Spell Snare. Alright. Less attack. I'm just thinking, do I need... Undercity Sewers? Let's just drop an untapped land just in case that we need to, you know, to cast Tidebinder and also like protect it, or another option that I consult the star charts and counter spell, for example. Okay, now they drew their Cavern of Souls. Okay, Kona can be countered, so all right. No response to that trigger. Let's move on to the second main phase, and now is the time to counter that trigger. Okay, now it's like a little bit unoptimal, right? 12, hold on. 7, it's not. So we Tidebinded Kona, so that's good. All right, they decided it was enough, and probably, yeah. Okay, if I did not mess up that game 1, I think I would have won as well, so I believe it is a very positive matchup for a control deck. Not only we have all 4 copies of Demolition Field, but like a bunch of counter spells. Removal maybe doesn't bother them that much with this under this enchantment, but yeah, Demolition Field is probably just backbreaking. And yeah, all the counter spells is just so hard to find the right opening. Almost impossible, I guess. And Van Chiton, just, you know, Charon Top Chef's Kiss, such a great creature to put pressure meanwhile. Alright, moving on. Game 2. Again, depends on what we're playing against. If it's a creature-based deck, then this is like great. If not, like so. Basically, if it's not a creature based deck, we may be in trouble. But still, it's when I have frequent hacks in hand, it's still worth shocking yourself. Okay, it's totally worth it. Now we may just drop it, save that 2 life points. Okay, we're playing against Landfall. Just because next turn I want to cast Stock Up. And this is the matchup that you don't need your Demolition Fields. Well, that's not true actually. Ba Sing Se. Ba Sing Se is the card that can win any control matchup. Alright, what do we need? Essence Scatter. And just another Stock Up, I guess. I'm just thinking, will we have time for that? Maybe just a land? Because I consult Star Charts and Meringue. I'll let it be a land, probably. Like, how do we, so. Like, this doesn't really matter. In this matchup, it doesn't matter. It matters only in the Doomsday matchup, of course. Stock Up is a way to stack your bottom so you know what's there when it comes to those 6 cards. Interesting. Making fetch lands. So, great Divide Guide. Its ability, you know, allows fetch lands given mana too. Alright. It's either Essence Scatter or consult the Star Charts. This is unusual. I haven't seen Great Divide Guide in the recent mono green builds. Can be something, you know, alongside with the Cub, for example. Just maximizing on those Earth Bandit fetch lands is great. Okay, it's not great, but I feel like I need to find something. Bitter Triumph. Let it be Bitter Triumph. Need that probably. Oh, that's great. So, That is still Sewers. I'm just thinking I'm gonna cast one spell regardless. Manchiton. Manchiton should be very good in this matchup. Considering their fetch lands, you know? So if they cast Nursery, we counter it. If they cast Creature, we destroy it. Alright. Mm-hmm. Have 3, now 4 cards in hand. So another option could be maybe just jam Meringue, bounce, great Divide Guide and Landwar Elf, but it's probably not very efficient. Like at this point, I still have interaction pieces and I want to cast Valshiton at their turn. Sapling Nursery. No, that's a no. Let's counter and draw. Demolition failed. Sure. I'm just taking it. Taking it for now. Another copy 3 steps ahead is great. They have in their nursery. Also, this art. I love it. It is so whimsical, so weird. Earthbender Ascension. They have 2 cards left. I think let's just jam Valshiton. They still have like 4 mana. We can cast Valshiton. At the same time, like you want to you would just counter it. I'm at 11. They can. I need to leave probably still 2 mana. So it's just if I just counter it, they will have a good attack anyways. We're gonna draw a card. We have removal spell. Dang it. No, this is bad. Six mana. It's not like we can bounce it and counter it. Hold on. 6. Yeah. Anyway. This is already like 2 triggers. Probably should have left like 1 more mana, because I wouldn't draw an additional card from those 3 counters, but I would draw a card from Earthbender Ascension, so like 5/5 or 4/4 wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, but yes, like countering Nursery was quite critical. You know what? Maybe like with Meringue, we can bounce. So like 1 card left. 3 and 2. Just counter and draw. Dang it! I just hope it's not another. They want to Earthbound fetch land. Oh, that's good. Oh, deadly cover up. Alright, I think we just cast Meringue. Hold on, just gonna blue and let's raise them. So if they don't kill me this turn, next turn is lethal. Bristly Bill now. Okay. Oh, it's not lethal though. Or it can be though. It can be. Ooh, Harmonizer. Uh-huh. Okay. It's not enough. All right, GG. Destroy all creatures with toughness X or less. So Vashita is great. We board in annuls, I think. Flash freeze. Tide binders. Let's see what we do not need. Or you know what? Maybe we do not need like 3 Banshee tongues. We can also like trim. Stock up because we cannot tap out. Essence scatter is good. Flash freeze is good. Negate. Spell snare. Probably can trim those, to be honest. And like tide binders are pretty neat too. Just my concern being on the draw that we need spell snares for their 2 drops. Maybe just deadly cover up. We can also trim, I believe. Tide binders are good. Okay, I'm just cutting all of the stock ups. This may be controversial. This may not be correct, but I believe we cannot tap out against mana green, really. Maybe instead of negate, let's add another spell snare. Okay. Submit. Oh, Soul Guide Lantern actually would be nice too. I don't know if they're playing as per Origins, for example. But anyway, against Ice Explorer is great. I mean, like, 1 cheeky copy wouldn't hurt. Let's keep. But I'm afraid that we'll have to drop the Verge so we can have access to Spell Snare. Oh my god, this may not be relevant anymore. Anyway. I'm saying that it may not be relevant just because they're already they already can cast their 3 drops, something like Ascension. Okay, they cannot. That's good. Oh, perfect. Has a turn, of course. Here is Bossing Sand. Where is my demolition field now, huh? You silly bug. They did not crack escape tunnel fetch land. I wonder why. Let's take it. No, I wonder. They probably do not crack it because they have a handful of lands, isn't it, right? Or they want to Basing say it. Yeah, that's probably it. Fish. Dang it. But okay, so no. Not only lands. Alright, we need a land. Life removal is nice, but like we have all the answers except for Basing say, so let's just have that. Okay. I'm not gonna attack with that fish though. I could have put like a counter wild thing. Okay. Cub. Let's scatter it. Let's draw. Where's it? Oh, perfect. Perfect. Okay. Let's do it straight away. So we can draw a card, put a counter on Banshee Tongue. Awesome. All right. So with the MonoG Landfall rising in popularity, I think Dimir Control is a good answer for it. Can be another great meta call. Finally they did that. Oopsie. Just lost a land. Yeah, like honestly, this is just such a humiliating experience for a MonoG player, right? Like, oh my god, I feel bad for them. But I remember playing MonoG versus Dimir Control, and it's just horrible, horrible experience. So yeah, now I can see why, like, as a control pilot, you're like, Yeah, you can try. You can try, but there is nothing that you can do, that you can possibly do to win this. I mean, Kona was pretty much the same thing, but you know, they found their moment and they went for it. So it's a combo deck. Here, Mono Green, not really a combo deck, so it's really, really hard for them to come through, that's for sure. To find that opening, almost impossible when you're playing, when your opponent is playing just draw god, right? It's either removal or a counter spell, or a Banshee Tong, end of turn. Alright, now we are on the draw. I have looked at it like, yeah, keep. No, it's a good hand. We don't have stock up, we do have early interaction, meringue, so it's a keep. Alright, interesting. Stomping ground, what can it be? I think it wouldn't hurt to just start with swamp. So we're not giving away what we're playing actually. Ooh, Restless Reef. Let's drop Restless Reef because later in the game I feel like Undercity Sewers may be more useful. When we need to find something specific. Okay, alright. It's a Gruul Landfall. I see, Let's just pass the turn like this because we may want to counter something. They have escape tunnel, but still with full bore, they can actually kill on turn 4. Just Warpaint, Harmonizer, fetch land, full bore, and you're dead. Okay. Let's counter that. Dang it. Should we like sit on console the star charts so we're not tapping out? Because if we tap out for stuck up, it's like green light for them. And I don't really like that red splash here. Yeah, because they will be too afraid to go for it on an open mana like that. Okay, great. So Bitter Triumph and 3 steps ahead, I guess. Great. Now the question is like Undercity Sewers or Water Graves. So I feel like still we can drop Water Grave. So we have different options. So we may both cast a counter spell and a removal spell. Or just, you know, 3 steps ahead with 2 modes. Okay. Chocobo is resolved, sure. We may just create a treasure then. Demolition field, huh? Well, right now we do not need it. When is it safe to cast stock up? I think, like, for now we chill. Is flaying legal in standard? Or some similar effect to it, I wonder. Because if a full bore is pretty obvious to play Gruul Landfall, just wondering. No, fling of course is not legal in standard. But I mean, maybe some similar effect. If you know, let me know in the comments down below, please. Just this creature, callous something, right? Callous Sellsword. You know what? It still makes sense. It's just 1 mana, but it's a sorcery speed. Is there any better effect? Cast with warp. Do we counter it? Is there any sort of protection? Cast with warp. Dun dun dun. Let's say okay. Mm-hmm. Full board to Chocobo. Hold on. Let's just do that in response. So look at that stack. Alright, they did not have anything else. Yeah, 1 card, no protection, but I guess post board we can expect that. So here it's even more so important not to tap out. So stock ups are out for sure. And Flash Freeze, Disinfo Stroke, Annul, Tidebinder. That was our sideboard, I believe. What did I board it out? Negate. You know what? Probably negate is good here. Let's stream Deadly Cover Up. Spell Pierce. We do have Annul. And maybe 3 steps ahead just because the rest is more efficient, right? Now we're on the draw too. So let's maybe let's try this. Yeah, probably. I want to keep negate just in case that, for example, we're in the mid to late game and they have 2 full boards, for example. They just go for it and we cannot spell pierces, so we have an ultimate answer to it, for example. Oh my god, they go first. We do have Picture Triumph, but it's unfortunate that we do not have an untapped land on our turn 1, but oh, yeah. Okay, let's find a land. Maybe I needed to board in the ballad. Where's my hex? Oh, dang it. This is bad. Real bad now. We need lands. Mm-hmm. Cannot even counter that. Sure. Okay, so we'll have to Bitter Triumph one of the chicks. Let's discard Spell Snare. Oh, finally a land, but already it's a lot of pressure. And Bitter Triumph was as inefficient as could be. Yikes. The fact that we did not have an answer to Earth Bender Ascension. Just so bad. Okay. Now it feels clunky, isn't it? Well, for now we need lands. We are dead. What? Like 5? Yeah, it's free. Consult. Just one. So this just might be enough for us. 2, hold on. I think they just need to... the double hex, it would be so good. Okay, too freaking slow. Concede. Alright, spell snares. Let's got them. Spell pierce. 0 point ballad. Instead of one deadly cover up, maybe. Just trim like that. Yeah, that was too fast, and I guess I should have mulliganed that hand, you know? Being on the draw against something like this, too slow. I did not have a removal spell, like an efficient removal spell. Okay, here it's much better. Here we can breathe. It's a keep. So let's go. Fortunately, we cannot hex it. All right, now is it not a counter spell? Yep. Counter, and we need lands now. Oh, they did not make a land drop now. I need to land. Mm. You know, I think I want to find another land here. So we can cast 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, this can be so crazy to remove all of their islands. Dang it. Ah, let's go. 4, 5, 6, yes. This is their deck. They have 2 Vivian Reed, Chocobo, Nursery, 1 Origin of Metal Banding, 3 Turtles, 1 Esper Origins, 2 Archdruid's Charms. Okay. This is it, right? All of the forests. Okay. Now we need some gas. Demolition field. Well, we may need it for bossing say. It's like the only probably way they can win. So let's have it just to be sure, but to be honest, we need some gas now. It's very unlikely. It's like if we just destroy Stomping Grounds. They do not have any lands left, but yeah. Okay, if you're playing mono green, just if possible, try to avoid earthbending forests as much as you can. Like, never do that. I did that mistake. I was once there, so where my opponent was exactly, and yeah, this is just brutal. This is absolutely brutal. Deadly cover up into your forest. All right, what do we have here? I think it's a decent start. Enough lands, consult the Starshard Sweeper. Let's keep it. Also, oh, we're in the draw though. Oh, I guess still okay. We do have Spell Snare. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now they can skip their turn 2, basically, or 2 drop. Uh, let it be, I don't know, still Verge, so we can still be Verge. This may be difficult later on for Essence Scatter, but if it's some version of a Cobb deck, like now is the turn to cast that for them. So, like land drop, Cobb, another 2 drop, what you gonna do? So I think Signal Spell Snare is quite important right now. And also, like, we do have another Gloom-like Verge next turn if we need to sit on Essence Scatter. I think that's what I'm going to do, regardless of what I draw now. And having Undercity Sewers is not too bad, because still, these lands, they give you value. Filtering your top deck, finding what you need, I don't know. That was smart. Elves? Just elves? This is some spice, no? Right. Champions of the perfect. Okay. So this is like very, very spicy. All right. I'm just gonna counter it. Mm-hmm. Luckily, it's not Cavern of Souls, dang it. It remained exiled, no? Right? Oh wow, they just lost 2 creatures. Oh, crazy. Swamp. You know what? On top, so we can finally start casting Consolidate Star Charts end of their turn. We have 2 sweepers. They're not too fast, I guess. And if anything, like if they just cast it all, last pulse there. We can always drop Undercity Sewers next turn and just sweep it. Okay. There is just 1 card left. You know what? Let's sweep next turn. Okay, now we don't need this swamp. And just consult the star charts just as is, probably. Not great, but at least it's not a turn wasted. And next turn, we most definitely just cast Deadly Cover Up. Oh, that's a lot of damage, so let's see. So we're taking 7. Let's just take 3 steps ahead. They cannot burn me, right? Ooh, Demolition Felt is nice. Yeah, we do not have 6, so let's just sweep. Oh, Siren there. All right. Let's just sweep again. Maybe just Purest Perfect, you know. Oh, right on. What else is there? Of course, 4 copies of Cavern of Souls. Champion of the Perfect, Elite. So just, you know, just elves. Formidable Speaker, Tywar. Makes sense. Alright. Okay, we don't care about that. Pass. Guess we won't need that anymore. I'm not gonna cast. Okay, now stuck up. Let it be a Restless Reef. Just be True Triumph, maybe. Okay, now we're good. This can be probably. Let's go. Bum, 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 bum. All right, another stock up. Just hex. Be a reef. Because we don't need it. Where is my Banshee Tom? And draw, right? Counter, draw 2 cards. Yeah. Okay, it's a creature deck. Let's add more sweepers here. Flash freeze. Now I have to be careful about those Carrier of Souls, huh? What can they board in? Maybe some sort of... Oh, they can board in something like Vivian Reed. So all the removal is good. Maybe like negate, we don't need that. Spell snare, good. Since guys are 3 steps ahead. Spell Pierce, or just 3 steps ahead. Yeah, this can be a little bit clunky, right? I think we should be good like that. So what do we have here? All right, bum, bum, bum. That's probably mole, no? Or, like, I don't know, do we just undercity sewers and go from there? No, I think I need a mole. Oh, dang it. Mole. Okay. Demolition field, like potentially we may want that, but I think I just need land, so yeah, Manchiton has to go. Multi 5. Let's see if we can do this. For multi 5. I don't know. Maybe I just need to keep that seven cards. It felt a tad slow, to be honest, because I can imagine how this elf deck can snowball, you know. I didn't have an answer to it, really. Okay. Alright, so at least like no one drops now. Okay, we need lands. Pin to throat. Huh. We can. Should we cycle? I think so. Let's just cycle. Consult the star charts. Sure. This creature dies. Return another target elf from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. Maybe like strategic betrayal actually. 1 second. 2 mana of any color. Spend this. Oh, okay. Got it. This is like from the Duskmourn, right? Mm-hmm. Well, Deadly Cover Up is probably our choice here. I have 2 Cavern of Souls. Oh man, I cannot really counter anything, so let's just stock up. I think install the star charts and already made a land drop. I need a land, so just a land. Scatter, boom, boom. All right. This is 5. Do we leave? Hold on. 8. 8 and 5. Oh, this is bad. So we cannot. All right. Okay. I mean, we survive, but barely. Land. Well, we don't need it anymore, or do we? No. We need something like Hex. Mm-hmm. Okay. We need Hex. Very, very badly. Ah. Dang it. Okay, we're dead. Should we like strategic betrayal? Just have 3 steps ahead, right? Okay, with Camera Souls, Essence Scatter becomes very useless very quickly, but you know, we do have 4 copies of Demolition Field. Submit deck. Yes. Why though? Oh my god. Are you freaking kidding me? This is incredible. Honestly, like, what the heck? A chatty but a very nice opponent, so shout out to you. Oh my god. I cannot believe it, honestly. Second multi-5 in one game. Oh, this is backbreaking. Especially if we're playing control, like... I mean, in any game, in any deck, of course, cards is your resource. But for a control deck, it is so important. You need to have a lot of lands and spells. For some decks, they can function on 2 lands like easily. This is not the case. Alright, small. Okay. Oh man, I think I need to send back Manchita, unfortunately, and just keep lands. Let it be Water Grave. Done. Start with Sewers. It's an island. I mean, we need lands. I mean, not at this moment exactly. I don't know. So I'm not a control player. But just most of 5 is so demoralizing. Maybe I needed to keep something like, because all the star charts, you know, just some card advantage. Dig for that. Like, we do not really care about it. But imagine if we draw. No, we do not. I was about to say stock up. Oh, this is sweet. This is very nice. So we can just destroy their Cavern of Souls. Yeah. One swamp. Final bar is nice. F5. I mean, we need to cast that. For sure. Before 2. Oh, this Convoke, dude. Not to 5. Me just holding on for deadly cover up. Ay, ay, ay. 5 is brutal. Oopsie. Whoopsie, whoopsie. Yeah, GG. Alright. Alright. Yeah. You know, like, happens, honestly. Just unfortunate, multiply both games. What can you do? Alright. Now the last game of the league. Sure, this is good. Looks good. Okay, another Dimir Enjoyer. Let's just drop Verge. Because we do have spells there. I don't know, it could be one of 3 things. Dimir Midrange, Dimir Doomsday, and what I'm playing right now, Dimir Control. Ooh. Dun dun dun, it's Dimir Midrange. I mean, if it's Cecil, it would be unfortunate, but we need to prevent Kaito, and we cannot do it right now. Also, like, Dimir Midrange is a bad matchup for us. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. Well, now the cost is clear for Kaito, but we need to stock up. Oh, sorry, I feel a little bit congested. So, Verge and probably Consult. Already have Deadly Cover Up. I always need lands. Unfortunately, we didn't find Demolition Field, for example. Demolition Field is very crucial in this matchup because Dimir Midrange has a lot of man lands. Please no Kaito. No, Kaito. That was expected, but we do have 2 targets removal spells for planeswalkers. We need to find that ASAP. Alright then. Let's dig. Alrighty, this is bad. Very, very bad. Oh, Bitter Triumph is good. Bitter Triumph. And just stock up. So we first deal with Kaito, I think. Before we sweep. Also, no. Counter that. We can exile all of the Kaitos. That would be good. No. Can we just draw it naturally? One of the sweepers already on bottom, but we have 4 copies of Deadly Cover-Up. Where's 4? Dang it. I need 2 removals. Alright, we have Hacks and Shoot the Sheriff. Should be good. They also have Soulsword Sanctuary. If they animate Soulsword Sanctuary, then that's it. You know what? I think this can be good against Dimir Mid as well as Tidebinders on Nagi, Malchiton, so sweepers are alright, but I feel like this is not as important. Just info stroke, no. Spell snare is good. Negate. I also board counters. Maybe 3 steps ahead. Can trim. I feel like sweepers may not be as efficient against Dimir Mid range. You need like a targeted removal because a lot of their creatures, they have flash and also Kaito, right? So I think this may be enough. And I'm just boarding Tidebinder as an answer to Kaito. Unage is just, you know, generally very hard to deal with. And yeah, Vashiton, just maximizing on that. Let's see. I know it could be also like an option, but just for curiosity, I don't think it's worth it. Like it's just what, three to four cards for the whole deck. I know it's impactful, but okay, this is like so. Let's keep it. Not great, not terrible, just mostly dependent on their deck. On their deck, on their hand. Ay. Like literally cannot do anything. If it's the badge, then it's bad. The bat is bad. Sure. If they have Kaito, they're probably gonna choose Feed the Cycle. Otherwise, yeah, 0-point ballot. You know about the reef? I mean, sorry. They do not know about the reef, so I'm dropping in a tap land, but also I want to have access to Tidebinder. Sorry. Reef. I already have one. Oh, yes, please. Right. This is going to be tough. Curiosity. Listen, what if I'll just launch it on response? Right. They're gonna... Yeah. Guess it was not the correct play. Like, I know this deck, you know? Play Dimir Mid range in paper all the time. Just falling for the for these patterns. Ooh, this can be something. So Shrine Hex. They're just killing me with Reef. I can Tidebind. Curiosity. Because if I hex the bat, then we're dead. Well, it's just impossible. Essence Scatter, what? You guys control Essence Scatter? Makes sense, you know, but maybe just skipping removal. Or maybe they're playing with main deck, you know. Also possible. Sad. Sad panda. I mean, technically, we are not dead. But if they have removal for my land, we are. If they have removal, like I would scream. Essence Scatter and removal against control. What are you doing with me? Oh, Nijutsu. Okay. GG. Well, you know, it all started so well, but and like we stumbled into these elves, Golgari Elves, that multiply both the games were it was absolutely brutal. Oh my god. And yeah, now got pair against bad matchup, but you know, happens. This is it. It doesn't mean that the deck is bad. The deck is actually quite pleasant to navigate. Honestly, it feels smooth. It doesn't feel clunky at all. So, you know, it's just like natural flow of those spells, you know, removal, card advantage, counter spells. Like it all feels good actually. And it comes from me. I usually do not play control. I do not enjoy playing control strategies, but this deck is really good. So here we have it. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button. It would mean a lot to me. Leave a comment. Like, what do you think about the games? What do you think about the deck? Did you play it? And yeah, like really anything. But just, you know, be respectful and positive. So this is it. Thank you. And see you in the next one. Bye-bye.